Could I make an ASMR video without a mic? Can you hear these words? Can you hear these noises? Oh. Can you hear those voices? I need water. I'll be right back. Come on. No, sit. Sit. No. No. Oh. Now you stay down there, okay? No, you stay down there. You stay down there, okay? Can you stay down there for Daddy? Can you just stay down there? No. Or get up here with me. Well, at least say hi. Say hello. Say hi, guys. Can you see me? Can you see me? Say hi. Hi, guys. Say hello. You need a haircut. Okay, will you go out there and play with the kitty cats now? You go out there and play with the kitty cats. I love you. Okay, so I was gonna let him in, but I can't because he sheds, and it's like the worst thing whenever you're putting on foundation and you're like, boop, boop, boop. A hair! And you can't get it because it's so tiny and stuck in. I need to get organized. Get it together. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Idiot. I spread my face. Hey. There was a hair. I'm ChristopherJMUA, and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here before, and then welcome. And if you haven't ever been here before, I'm glad you stopped by. If you have been here before, I'm so glad you stopped by, because it's not every day I get to be graced with your presence. Before I get into the video, I'd like to welcome you newcomers to go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button right down there. And then once you hit that and it changes from subscribe to subscribed, go ahead and hit the little notification bell so that you're alerted every time I upload a new video. Then you're part of this family, because that means you're keeping up with me. It means we're like right here, you know? We're like on the same level then, because then you know everything that I know, that we all know, that you know. Anyway, now to get into the video. For those of you that have been hanging around a little bit, do you remember when I went to the Dollar Tree? If not, I will link that video right here. If you do need to go catch up, you can go ahead and check that out, and I will wait for you over here to come back. Oh, hey, welcome back. Needless to say, at the Dollar Tree, I tried to keep it very budget friendly and get a full face of makeup with only products that I got from the Dollar Tree. I did have to cheat a little bit on a few items because I didn't have those, but I pretty much was able to complete a full face. I don't remember what the cost was. You can tell me in the comments since you just watched that video. But now, I was looking at Walgreens and I saw all of their holiday sets. And of course, it's the new year now, so all these holiday sets that they did have are all like completely marked down, like 25% off, 50% off, really good deals on it. So it got me thinking that this is the perfect opportunity to create a full face of makeup on a really low budget. So I went shopping. You already know from the title that this is going to be the full face of LA Colors products. What you don't know is that I couldn't figure out really what to name this video because I wanted to name it Full Face of Holiday Sets because that's kind of where we were going with it. But then I went to the Dollar Tree to finish off the little odds and ends that I didn't have and managed to still keep it under $20. Hence the current naming of the video. Full Face of LA Colors makeup under $20. You know, I almost got out with full face of makeup under $10. I was $1 off from being $10. And here are the products. First we have this LA Colors Insta Look Girls Night Out Makeup Bag Kit. It's got 6 products inside and it comes with the little makeup bag. I thought this was really cool because this ended up being $5. $5. And it comes with 6 items. So you're pretty much paying $1 an item, a little bit less. In this you get an eyeshadow palette, an automatic eyeliner and matte lipstick, mascara, and a 3D blush and contour. Plus the makeup bag, which is hollow, which is cool because I like that. So this was $5 and it says 10, but it was half off, so it was 5. And then we got an LA Colors Prep and Set Face Kit. This has the primer, setting spray, and finishing powder, or setting powder. So there's all of the face products. And with that only being $4, so far we're at $9. And then, if you didn't want to do brows, you could stick to being at $10 and only do foundation and concealer because they were each $1 at the Dollar Tree, but I had to do something to brows. I don't think I quite got enough, but these were each $1, so we would have been at 10. I ended up also getting a brow tint for $1, so we're really at 11, and then you could stop there. But I also found, and this was one of my favorites because I love Wet n Wild. This does not fit the theme of the video. I'm not going to use this for this video because I want to stay true to this, but I found this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Set. And this also ended up only being $5. So really, if you wanted to mix and match brands and get the full face out of it and be able to finish your brows, this is a really, really good deal because there's quite a few products in this that you could use for your brows. And it's like the full set of stuff. It even has a little stencil in there just in case you can't quite get your brow just right. And that's really awesome. But like I said, not going to use that because I wanted to stick to LA Colors this time. Now, one last thing I want to tell you guys before I jump into the video. I know, longest intro ever. We'll just count this as part of the video. But I also bought an LA Colors 10-piece brush set, or well, 9-piece brush set, 1-piece sponge. And I'm going to put this into the giveaway box. And I bought this special for you guys. We're actually getting a pretty hefty giveaway box, I would say. It's getting kind of full. I'm excited. I'm thinking maybe the next giveaway might be at 1,000 subscribers. I think that might be my celebratory milestone. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and break into the face kit so that I can prime. And in the spirit of things, since I did create the Dollar Tree look and video, I wanted to make sure I didn't duplicate any of the products that I got in that first video. So I made sure to stay away from the liquid makeup. No. Stayed away from that, stuck with the powder, and I didn't get any ColorMates items because that's what I got last time in that video. So I want to make sure that I was loyal and true to my video concept. So I'm taking the matte finish LA Colors face primer, beginning with that. I really hope this is pore filling. Oh, it's got the little like lipstick ended applicator thing. It's not very sanitary, but very convenient. I'm using that for sure. Oh, that's pure silicone feeling. Is this comedogenic? I don't know. It's really cool because the writing on the tube is holographic, and even though it wasn't from the bag set, it matches the bag, so it'll look cool coming out of there. I've got to go with my fingers. I can't keep doing the tiny little spaces of my face at a time. Face primer is applied, and since we're using a powder foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the LA Colors concealer. This one is in the shade Beige. Usually, whenever I'm shade matching, I'm typically like a nude or a true beige, or I don't know, that's about it really. Normal. Yeah, my Maybelline Fit Me nude beige, my Wet n Wild bronze beige. MAC is NC20. But I'm that range, you know, I'm like that neutral, medium light tan, if that makes sense. I have a feeling both this concealer and this foundation are gonna be a little too dark for me. So we're gonna pretend like I have a tan, which is fine with me. Oh, I don't have any bronzer, I don't think. Well, there's a contour palette. We'll make it work, I guess. You know, honestly, regardless of the shade that this concealer is, I'm just happy to cover up the darkness under my eyes. For some reason, every time I end up recording, it always ends up being really late at night, even though I had the entire day to record. I don't know why I didn't, I just didn't. I think it's because Mark was home and I wanted to hang out with him. We could spend time together. Oh yeah, Happy New Year everyone! For me, currently, while recording this video, it's actually the 31st, but by the time I get this edited and uploaded, it will definitely not be the 31st. So Happy New Year! Leave me a comment, what are your resolutions for the year? Like, I literally want to know, what are you guys shooting for to improve in the year 2019? I was about to use a sponge to blend out this concealer, but for the sake of the video and staying under $20, I didn't buy a sponge. Technically. So I'm going to use my ring finger because it applies the least pressure on your face, and I don't want to hurt my face. Don't want to cause any premature wrinkles. But I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. I would really like to have the resolution for myself to, by the end of the year, have gotten to a point of, I think, maybe 15,000 subscribers at the minimum. because based on my current projection, I should be at 10,000 by the end of the year if I can stay as consistent as I have been, and I would really like to try and beat that in some way, just to strive for a little bit better than what's expected, you know? Because I think that would be really cool. And I just love the fact that really all of this is kind of teamwork, because I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys. And the last 3 months of my life have changed so much because of you all, for the better. And I'm so happy that I have the chance and the opportunity to do things like this, to create content for you guys. I don't know, just express myself. I look at makeup as a way to be creative. Honestly, kind of a way to let go of everything else, let off steam, I suppose. It's a really amazing opportunity that I can do it in this way, and you guys support me with that. I'm just really thankful. Thank you guys a lot. Okay, so that is one layer of concealer. I said that I was excited to get rid of my dark circles, but I don't quite know that I did just yet. I'm afraid to double up on the layers of concealer, because if it's anything like the liquid makeup, we know based on previous experiences that it's going to, we'll just say, flake off. It's not really made to be a stackable liquid per se. It's meant more so as a single application sort of cosmetic. Yes. However, this might not be just like the liquid makeup. So we are going to attempt one more coat or layer of the concealer and see if we can get a little bit more buildable coverage. Just know that currently it's more like just a layer of color, just to even out complexion, you know? Which that's fine too. Evening out complexion is a wonderful thing. It really, really is. See, I kind of just want this coverage. Like, I almost don't want to blend that out. I just want to leave it right there, just like it is. You know, I'm noticing, and it's so odd, it dries down more sheer than it goes on. And I don't really understand that, because I would figure that it would have the same opacity as when you apply it as when it dries down, but I don't think it does. Or it's just drying so close to my skin tone that I can't tell. That could be it. Now, before my eyes have a chance to crease, or this concealer has a chance to crease, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the LA Colors setting powder in the matte finish and just set my under eyes where that concealer is. I guess I'm just gonna have to use my pinky in it. See, I didn't realize going into this that I wasn't going to be able to use my brushes, but that brush set made the overall total more than $20, so I can't use them. You know, speaking of affordable brush sets, at the Dollar Tree, if it does come down to you actually needing to make a full face of makeup under $20, you know that we got this whole set of stuff for right at $11, so that still leaves you some wiggle room. They have brushes, and they also have disposable applicators. You can get quite a bit of makeup tools to be able to actually apply makeup if you need it and still stay under the $20. So you don't absolutely have to use your fingers like I am, but I'm being extra because I want to stay under $20 and I can. So why not? We can't afford Morphe brushes up in here right now. Okay, for now, we're gonna leave that exactly as it is in the hopes that it's going to melt into my skin and change colors with the heat of my body, like setting powder is supposed to do. If it does not, I may have to go back with a brush and fix it. But for now, we're going to move on to the pressed powder. This is in the shade Tan, and it looks promising, actually. That's a kind of nice color. It looks kind of close to my MAC Studio Fix. Let's see how close they are in color. Ooh, this comes with a puff applicator. That's nice because we couldn't get any brushes this time, so now I have something to apply it with. See how close this is to my shade. LA Colors and MAC. Well, I mean, I think that LA Colors is closer than the MAC is, actually. Huh, that's funny. Alright, well, I'm going to use the little puff that came with it, and we are going to try to apply this. See what shade it comes out as. This is like my summer vibe right here. Yeah. That's like tan. I don't know if it's only because of the setting powder on top of the concealer with the foundation on top of all of it, or if it's just the way that it is, but I look very, very dry on my under eyes, and I can see a lot of powder flakes around my nose and on my skin, but I'm gonna try to work it out and see if I can get rid of the rough edges. If I botch this, I'm so sorry. I am actually trying really hard to make this look good. I don't think I'll really ever try and look like an idiot. I've got a couple of rough patches here and there, and they're like very rough, like very, very patchy spots. So what I'm gonna try and do is just take on this powder as much as I can, as thick as I can. And once I do get that all perfected and an even layer of color down everywhere, I'm gonna take some setting spray and I'm gonna spray my face and hope that it just melts all of this powder into my face and into the concealer, because I feel like they're just having a problem meshing, and I think that's what's happening on my skin because it's creating these little patchy pieces that just won't blend out. Okay, so now that I have foundation powder everywhere and all over my face, I'm going to take the LA Colors setting spray that came in the kit. It's matte finish, and I'm going to spray the heck out of my face and hope that by soaking it, it will melt all the powder into my pores and into the concealer. I'm soaking wet, so this is where you don't move and you let it dry. Well, I still have a couple of patches left. There's one right here that does not exist on my skin normally. That's just there from the foundation and the concealer not mixing together. And then I have a ring under this eye where the foundation and the concealer didn't mix together. But then again, I put the setting powder on top of the concealer. So it could be the fact that the setting powder and the foundation aren't mixing well together. Either way, under my eyes isn't the greatest, and the coverage of the foundation isn't the greatest. I can definitely still see my beard, but on camera it looks a lot more flawless than it does in person, I think. Or I just can't see through my ring light. That's probably what it really is. And you have to keep in mind, this whole purchase was $11. So I don't think we're doing too bad for only spending $11. And before I open up the beautiful LA Colors 6-piece makeup bag, I'm gonna open the brow tint and go ahead and run that through my brows. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, I want to give a shout out to, forgive me if I botch your name, I'm so sorry. It looks like Beige or Beige or Babahi, not exactly sure, but I'll put the screen name up on the screen. Just giving you a shout out because you were the first one to catch the secret word in the previous video, so you get the shout out in this video. While I'm giving the shout out, I'm gonna go ahead and give the secret word now. It is thrift. So as long as you catch it, comment that word in this video and try to be like secretive about it. As long as you say that word, it can be in any context you want, but as long as you say that word, you have the potential to be next video shout out. And I like to see how creative you guys can get with how you say it. It's just fun not to tell everybody what it is until they watch themselves, because you had to watch to figure it out. So why should everybody else not watch? You know what I mean? Ooh, wow, oh my gosh, what is this stuff? Ugh! Oh, what did it say this was? Brow tint. It says fill sparse areas with tip. So I kind of gave up and started getting messy with it because I thought, oh, I'll just go back and clean it up or wipe it off. You can't really wipe it off. It just smears away. You've been warned. Ugh. You know, I think that if you had like an angled brush with this probably wouldn't be that bad, because I could see this being workable based on the texture. Just with the little spoolie it comes with, it's really hard to maneuver because you're supposed to use the tip to apply more coverage, like to fill in sparse areas, but just the tip. Only the tip, and then use the big area to spread out the hairs. So just the tip to fill it up, then the big area to spread it out. The only thing that's really no good is if you go outside of the lines of your brow on accident, you're really not going to be able to clean it up. You can't use the concealer and go over the powder again. I don't know how you're going to get that powder in a straight enough line across your brow to cover it up. Oh, look at my brows. Oh man, it looks so weird. What have I done? What is happening to me right now? Okay, listen, if your brows are like mine, splurge on the brow products. Don't skimp on them. Because this, look at it! This! And this is all I have. I don't have any brushes, I can't fix it. I could barely even afford the makeup wipes. They were still under budget though. They were 50 cents.
I was wrong about this. They were actually $1, but we were still under budget.
Not really, I got them like some other time. I don't remember when I got them. So we're just gonna not look at my brows anymore. I can't help it, they're so bad. Moving on. I've got to quit looking at them and paying attention to them. Now we're gonna open the LA Colors Girls Night Out Insta Look bag. I like this a lot. I mainly like the hollow bag. I love hollow. Not like Simply Nailogical loves hollow, but I love hollow. Oh, it's security locked. Can't stop me. Oh, it's all in a bag for me. And they put little papers in it and the stinky thing. And you know what? I really do like the hollow because I think it's really cool. But I'm gonna put this with the brushes into the giveaway box because I think it's neat. And I think that those brushes will fit in it really well. And I feel like whoever wins the giveaway will enjoy putting the makeup that they get and the straightener that they get into the makeup bag because I'm pretty sure it'll all fit. So yeah, makeup bag in the giveaway also. Now what do we have here? I feel like with this bag, it's meant more for like nighttime look based on the fact it's called Girls Night Out. So I figure it's gonna be more like darker smoky colors. But we'll see what we got. Oh guys, this didn't come with a brush. I can't do contour without a brush. We're gonna contour with my finger. Wait, this might be the same shade as the foundation. No, not quite the same shade. It's really close, but there's a difference. Okay, that's not nearly as dramatic as I normally go, but it's a contour. Okay, so contour is applied. I feel like this is more of like a daytime subtle drama contour than it is a girls' night out contour, but we're working with what we've got. Now we're gonna go into just the blush by itself. That's a pretty color. It's like that baby pink, I'm sweet kind of pink. Nobody told me it was a shimmery blush. Why are these always shimmery blushes? That's okay. It's okay. We're gonna go into this side. Oh yeah, that's what we were looking for. Now, before I put on highlighter, normally I save highlighter for like after the eyeshadow and everything, but I feel like I need highlighter on my face like right now just to kind of bring everything together, you know? First, I'm gonna spray my face with some setting spray, get it ready for that highlighter. Now that my face is just a little bit tacky, it's the perfect time to put on some highlighter. So I'm gonna go right into our highlight shade right up here and just tap this onto my cheekbone. The highlight is super gorgeous. Yeah, highlight good. Highlight very good. Okay, now that I put the highlighter everywhere, I'm also gonna try and contour my nose just a tiny bit because I forgot to. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't think it is, but I'm gonna try. Never put on a full face of makeup with just my fingers. I didn't actually plan on that being my challenge. It was just supposed to be under $20. It was my fault for not considering under $20 not having brushes either. Okay, do we have an appropriate nose contour? Hey, I look kind of snatched. I look like I can barely breathe. Yeah, okay. Okay, go LA Colors. Yeah, heck yeah. You know what? I was getting very discouraged, I'll admit. Like after that powder foundation and that concealer, mainly that concealer, I was like, this is all gonna be bad. But look at that nose. Do you see? Yeah, that is a contoured nose. Okay, I'm happy again. Moving on, we have 4 items left. We have an eyeshadow palette, no brushes. Ooh, does it have a sponge applicator? I haven't used one of these in so long. Yes! So, not all is lost. We don't have to apply eyeshadow with only our fingers. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna prime one eye and start there and just see how it goes. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna use a makeup wipe and take off the concealer. That's what I'll do. Okay, before this has a chance to crease, I'm gonna use the bigger fluffy side of the sponge applicator and go into this shade and just use that to set the concealer. So pretty much put it everywhere, all over my lid. Right on top of that concealer, that shadow is really not bad at all. It's actually kind of a nice shade too. Now I'm gonna take the other side of the big sponge side of the applicator and I'm gonna go into this deep, cool toned brown, I guess, if that's what you wanna call it. And I'm gonna pack that in the crease and try and blend it out. Whoa, wow, that's very potent. I didn't expect that to be that pigmented yet. I figured I'd have to build it up. Then I'm just gonna flip back and forth between each side and try to blend those edges out. Okay, now I feel like that is smoked out enough because the goal here is to accomplish a girls' night out look because that's what the bag is called. That's only appropriate, right? So I wanna look like I am on the hunt. I wanna look like I am browsing the catalog before I check out. Now we could stop here, add on a little bit of color, but I think we're gonna go for it. I mean, we're gonna go like all the way. So we're gonna go into the black right here. And we're gonna use the big sponge side again, but I'm gonna use the sponge side that I used the darker brown on and just take the tiniest bit of this black. It's not quite black, it's honestly like a deep gray maybe, but it's close enough to black that I can use it just in the outer V and deepen it up a whole bunch. Okay, there we go. And that's only in the outer V. I actually really like that. Okay, so we've got those smoky going out eyes. Now we have the choice of gold or pink. Since my New Year's look was gold, we're gonna go with the pink shade in here. So I'm gonna take my concealer once again and just put this right over the other shadows on the inner part of my eye. Just a dab and pat that out with my pinky. And that's just to create that clean, tacky base. Honestly though, you could even stop right here if you wanted to. If you like that like nude, smoky eye look, you could leave it just like that because I really like that. But we gotta go extra because it's girls' night out, why wouldn't we? So I'm gonna take the small side of the sponge and go into the purpley pink lavendery shimmer. Put that on my inner corner all the way to the outer third. Once you finish applying the purple, then you can take the big side of the sponge tip and without getting any shadow back on it, just blend the darker shadow into that lavender shade. Just to make sure there's no hard edges. I'm actually kind of living for this. Really though, I like this eye. This eye look is kind of pretty. And this snatched nose, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this over here and I will be right back. Okay, now I have both upper eyes done. And since those are done and mostly match, now I'm gonna take the other small sponge, like the other side of the one that I used the purple on, and I'm gonna still go into the dark brown again. And I'm gonna take that on just the tip and smoke out my lower lash line and connect it with the outer edge of my eye. You know, actually before I do smoke that out all the way, I have the brown applied now. I just haven't smudged it out or smoked it out. And I'm actually gonna take the big sponge side that I used the lightest shade on and go back into that and smoke that dark brown out with this shade. Yeah. I just like that more because it still smokes it out, but it lightens it at the same time instead of making it that dark brown color all the way. Now I'm gonna take the same sponge side as I used in the purple and I'm gonna take that into the highlighter that I used and put that shade on my brow bone and also in my inner corner. Just to kind of give that like pop of luxury, if you will. Oh. Yes, exactly. That's what I wanted. I'm so happy this is coming together, at least in some way. And now we're gonna go ahead and use the LA Colors pencil liner in the shade black, I'm assuming. Oh yeah. And I'm just gonna pop that in the waterline. Wow. Okay, so this eyeliner pencil functions more of like a kohl pencil than it does a gel eyeliner. Just be careful with your eye when you go in. That's all I'm asking. That added a really nice effect. Baby, I like that. The way you move on the floor. I'm gonna try and finish the rest of this quickly because I can feel that my eyes are about to start watering like crazy. So we're gonna speed on through. Next thing we're gonna use is the LA Colors Dramatilash Mascara. I like that. That's smooth. Dramatilash. Maybe she was born with it. Or maybe it's Dramatilash. Ooh, it's a big ol' applicator. Wow. You know, as that mascara is drying, it's actually really not so bad. Like when I first put it on, I was honestly kind of like, what is this that's going on my eyes right now? Because it was so much mascara and it was making my lashes so clumpy. But now that it's drying, it actually did give me some chunky volume. I mean, that's a pretty fair difference. Okay, the only thing I don't like about this mascara is whenever it's still wet and you're applying it, it gets like stringy almost. It's like these little particles come off of it and it comes off in strings. Like maybe you can see it on my face. It just kind of dripped down like sludge or slime or something, I don't know. It just came down in a long thin line. That's just odd to me. I've never seen mascara be stringy, but what do I know? The mascara is now applied. And now we get to move on to lipstick. This lipstick is, it just says LAC matte lipstick. So I guess it has no shade name. It says Rouge on the bottom of it. Is Rouge French for lipstick? If not, its name is Rouge. If it is, then I guess it has no shade. But it's a very soft pink. It kind of looks like the blush color was. Actually, I think that might be the same shade. No, but very close. The blush is a lighter pink. I wish I had a lip liner though. That would be nice. So that is the lipstick completely applied, and I don't really think it's half bad. It's really close to the same color as my lips, a little more pinky, so it matches the blush and it matches the purple that I've got going on the eyes. Honestly, I actually really like this look. Yes, the contour could be a lot better. Yes, the complexion products could have been astronomically better, but based on the eye look, the lips, and the highlighter, I do like it. I like this nice little smoky eye vibe we got going on. And for $11 with no brushes or sponge, I don't think it's half bad. I think that if you were in a tight spot and you only had $11 or under $20, then you could get this stuff and pull off a look for the night with it. In a cosmetic or makeup emergency, it would be amazing. And it would give you something that you could wear throughout the night, as long as it lasts that long. Speaking of last that long, we forgot to spray it one last time with setting spray. And we are locked in for the night. And that concludes this video, guys. We completed the $11 face. And I think we could pick somebody up if we went out like this. Maybe not if they got close up and looked, but in a dark bar with some distance between us, I think would be okay. I think it's acceptable. I'm just kidding, guys. Nobody's gonna go home with me like this. I hope you guys had the most fun hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed the video just as much as I did making it. If you want to see more looks like this one, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's just at ChristopherJMUA. I made it super easy to remember so you won't forget. Speaking of forgetting, if you've been around my channel for a while, you already know, but if you just got here, you don't. Always remember and never forget that you're beautiful. I love you guys so much. Bye. If you're still here, there's a circle right in the middle of your screen. If you click on that or tap that, it lets you subscribe to my channel. If you look at the two boxes on either side of that circle, one of them is the video that's suggested for you based on your previous watch history, and the other video is my previously uploaded video. Go ahead and check it out.